way Iron Man sees it, as an opinion rather than a fact, which is one of the reasons why Iron Man was so cool. It didn't matter if he won or lost, he would always go back home and make constant improvements to his suits, which kept him one step ahead of potential enemies and even allies.
Where'd that come from?
It's nanotech, you like it?
Not doing this, by the way, is one of the biggest shortcomings from Avengers like Thor and Hulk, which are perhaps the most powerful Avengers. However, since they feel that they're at the top, they feel that they have no need in putting time into improving or developing new skills. For example, we never see Hulk practicing MMA with a master like Conor McGregor, and for that reason, when he goes up against Thanos, he gets wrecked. And Thor is always happily seen destroying things with this brute strength, similar to Hulk, but we never once saw him trying to practice and hone in onto his god powers, which may have been just enough to keep Thanos at bay a little bit and save Loki's life. However, my good man Iron Man over here is always seen in his garage working on perfecting his masterpieces, which, like I said, is one of the reasons why everyone loved him, why he was so cool. However, the only downside to him is that since he could never win or lose, he's just constantly improving, then when is he supposed to feel good about himself or like he's enough? Similar to a millionaire workaholic that craves more and more money as he makes more and more money, or the mistake that I'm sure we've all fallen into of saying, I'll just have one more cookie, one more Lay's, one more slice of pizza. The answer to when you get to feel good is never, which is extremely detrimental to anyone who thinks like this, because you'll live your whole life anxious and stressing out over a future that you may never end up seeing.
You could have saved us.
Oh man, dude, poor Iron Man. I feel hella bad for this guy. Struggling like this for years? Damn. Anyway, for now, let's go back to only the good traits of Iron Man's constant improvement mentality, since even though it can be taken too far, it is still an extremely vital mentality to have, especially if you're trying to influence the world at the massive scale that he does. If you want to learn how to stop procrastinating and instead go out and kill it in the world, you have to first start with your why. However, your why, I don't think, can be found, but rather naturally comes to you in the form of extreme emotion. For example, someone may see a puppy getting put down in a shelter because no one adopted him and the shelter needed more space. Seeing this, or even hearing a story about this, could cause someone to grow up and become a vet and start a new charity for stray dogs, or any dogs for that matter, where they are better cared for. And similar to this, Tony Stark becomes Iron Man when he realizes that the weapons he made are being used in the wrong hands and it's killing innocent people. After this, he puts himself out on a mission to make everything right by eliminating all possible threats to civilians just trying to live a normal life and make the world a better, safer place. And by the way, side note here, Iron Man's deep feeling of his creation being possible monsters in the wrong hands are the reason why Civil War began in the first place, because he felt that he was a monster himself and that he was now in his own wrong hands. Anyway, back to Spider-Man now. Swiftly changing emotions. Although we never really see Spider-Man's true why, we do see him start to get Iron Man's improvement mentality in the movie Homecoming when he loses everything and is forced to restart with nothing.
Okay, it's not working out. I'm gonna need the suit back.
For how long?
Forever. Yeah, that's
No, please,
Let's have it.
You don't understand. This is all I have. I'm nothing without this suit.
If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it, okay?
After this, Spider-Man, now just Peter Parker according to him, is forced into evolution and comes out a better man, as all heroes do. And now you may be like, okay, cool. So Spider-Man could be Iron Man. Obviously, not that we didn't already know that, but like, does this apply to me somehow? Like, how do I become more like well, I'm sure you've already seen part 2 on your screen. You already know what to do. Dislike and leave hate comments down below. No, really, I want to know your opinion, and then go ahead, click the part 2 if you want to find out how you could perhaps be the next Iron Man. I'll catch you there.